Right, good morning everyone. Now I'm going to share with you the settee. I've been asked to share how can I make the settee. So I've got, you need something tubular, and that depends on the arm of the settee, how big you want that to be. So I've just used a pen. You can use a pearl to pop in the end, because when it's painted it's fine. Or you can use something, block that off with a piece of card and then put something like that on for decoration. So right now I forgot what they're called. Are they boners? I can't remember. If you've got a tool like that, you can do the edging like that. Pencil, ruler, take a rubber just in case, and of course you're going to need some scissors. So I'm going to take you through the process of making the settee. So I'm going to share with you first the back. Now, in order to do the back, I'm using this flexible card. It's not thick enough, but I don't want to use the thicker stuff because I can use 2 lots of this. So I'm not fussed about that. All you have to do is take the card. This is the right width, that's all. It saves me cutting it down. Make yourself a template, or fold the card in half. And if you make a template, you can pop that on. Obviously, fold this in half, it doesn't matter. Draw around the edge, and I'm doing 2 of these and gluing them together. So they're going to glue together like that. And just cut your template out. So right now, first of all, I'm just going to glue this section down. I want to just make sure I get it going. Right. And then, just for added thickness, like that, I'm just going to glue that down. And that'll strengthen that when it's dried. So I've got that together, and I can trim around. If it's not quite the same, I can trim around it as I go along. Like that little bit there is not a little bit longer there. And you just cut that bit off. But that's set. So that's the back piece, and that's strong enough to make a settee. Do 3 layers, it doesn't matter. The next bit is the seat, which is going to attach that there. Now, all I've done to do that is I took the same piece of card, folded it in half, and then I did cut a strip off it because I don't want my seat any wider than that. This depth here. So now I need to glue that down. And this one, it measures 2 inches. Okay, so now I'm going to glue that down. Now the folded edge I'm going to use as the front edge. So just fold that down, and this is bone folder. So if you've got a bone folder, this is where that comes in handy. Don't know what I said, but it didn't sound like bone folder, did it? Now what I've got to do is attach this to this. Now, of course, this is only like what they call a prototype, yeah? So it's something you make up, and then if it works, then you can go ahead and make it out of whatever materials you want. So I'm just going to pin all of that down where I want it to be. Pin it all down. So that's my seating. And then we just need to put the arm section on, and then the front panel. So I'm just going to get that off there. I didn't want glue on the base. So here's the arm section. Now to make the arms, sorry, that's going to go like that. Well, I'm going to have mine up there, see, like that. So I'll show you how to do that. Take a strip. This is where the pen comes in handy. Roll that on. Just roll it into place like that. Glue it. And then continue to roll. Sorry, let me just roll that again. And continue to roll it for the length that you need. Now I did mine at 1.5 inches. So it's to there. Just going to do that there so I get it right. Down to that. So that's my glue line. Just above it. And a bit up here. So roll that down into place. Oops, a daisy. Hang on. This is the whole thing you've got to be careful of. So roll that down to there. See? And I put my finger in it and tighten that up. And oops, not quite the same. That's about the same. And then what you're going to do is put your bead in the end, or you can just put a little cap on it. So you cut yourself out of some card a little cap. Completely up to you. Now, if you're going to attach fabric to this, right, make sure the holes are at the sides. Push that in. Yep, that's about the same. So we've got that. Now that bit will attach. Sorry, that way. That goes on there and that goes on there. Okay, so, and a reason why I've done it a little bit longer is so that it's got like a leg. Now, that's obviously too long. So we need to shorten that, don't we? So I want mine just at the same width as this. So I'm going to cut mine now. Just measure it first, and it's just 1 3/4 inch. That's that one. Make sure I cut the right end. 1 3/4 inch is there, and I'm just going to cut mine off. Like that. This all goes back into shape, so don't worry and panic about anything at all. So, push that back into shape, that's it. So now I'm going to attach this to here. Now I can trim this off, that's not a problem. But I just need to make sure that I attach that onto the end there. And there. So we're just going to pop that back on there. Like that. Do the same on this end. I don't have to do it all the way up because I'm going to cut that corner off. Like that. So at least it's sat up. Now at the back we can put a plinth in if I choose to. But I'm going to put a plinth in at the front, which is this section here. Now I'm just going to make sure that this is glued onto here. Like that, on both sides. like that. So it'll come in a little bit, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Now I can strengthen this up by cutting off a couple of sections and just placing that. Actually, I'm going to pull that back and place this under here. It's the same width. So I'm just going to place that in there just for strength and then glue that back on. Like that. This is just a prototype to see whether it's what you want. And then just cut that. So let's just strengthen that a little bit, that's all. And that's the whole intention of that. So again, we'll just pull that back. Because when you're doing a prototype, you have to, you know, give and take. You might have to alter things for it to work. So again, I'm just going to put some glue in there. I'm going to attach that in there. Then I'm going to glue this section again. Move that up like that. And then glue this on. Like that. Thought I'd done it wrong then. Yeah. And see, so we've got a settee. So then you can put your cushioned, you know, your foam covered thing there. But then at the back, we can also use the template that I cut. See, that's what that was from. Oh, sorry, that's what that was from. So I can use that template on another piece for the padding area. So I'm going to cut this because that's the length. From there to there, I'm going to cut this smaller, at least half that. Cut this out, and I can alter it where I need. So this would be the padded back. Move all that to one side. So that would be the padded back, but obviously I don't want all of that. So I'm going to cut that down. See? And that's how you'll cover that and pad it. You can do it like this. Let me just get my oval thing because I like using my... have templates that I can use different size things from. So my oval one, obviously, if I share that with you, yeah, that's going to fit. Let me just try this one. I can get that just. So I want that. And then I'm going to use this section to do the smaller one. That one. And then I'm going to do the same again on that section. This is just to share with you what you can do. So I'll just cut this section out. So I can pad these, you know, and cover it with material. So that's one. Okay, so these would be covered in material and that would sit there, and then you'd have one like that and one like that. Do you see what I mean? And that'd look ace as a nice sweet, and then I could edge it with something. Now I'm not going to cut these at the moment. I'm going to leave them on. The only other thing I want to do is to add a little panel at the front. I might just put a panel at the back as well. This is just a prototype, so I'm not fussed about it at all. And then all I have to do is just to, sorry, trim that off. I just want you to see what it'll look like. So it'd be like that as a settee. Or you can cut the arm bit to there and then add the legs on. The fancy legs, like I've shown you before, the Queen Anne legs or something like that. Do you see what I mean? Put a piece in the back the same. But there's your settee. That would look, I'm just going to use it as a prototype, just put a little bit of glue on there. Just like that. So you can actually see what I mean. See? Like that. You could switch these around so that that is on that end and that is on that end, and so they'd curl that way as well. It's just, if you're doing a miniature suite, you need it half that size anyway. That's double the 1/12 scale. But I need to show you how to do it, and that's how I would make a settee. So we've now got a chair you can make, you know, and a nice settee. They actually go together for size, actually. Okay, so that's the settee done. Now, to the table. Again, I like to use, I'm going to use chipboard for this. So let me just get a piece. And we're going to do a round table this time. So this is where I use my circle. So it's going to be like a coffee table. So I take this and draw round. Now I'm going to do this double layered, but double thickness as well. So I need 2 of that size, and then, yep, 2 of that size, and it'll just give me a little lip on the end. Okay, so we do that. You could cut around a tub, anything. This is if you don't have legs, you know, for your projects, this is an easy way to do it. And I always try and bring the easy way to do things to help those that don't have the equipment. Okay, so we've got that. Now, just before I cut those out, I also need to cut this out for the base. And to do that, I'm just going to use my square or rectangle piece here. And I think it's this one, so I can use this end. Oops, let me just do it that way. Yeah. Because obviously if it's a little coffee table, sit in front of the settee, you're not going to need too much. But this will make sure that they're both the same size. Just move that out of the way. And then we cut these two out. Okay. Don't waste those, they make bricks. I put them in a tub at the side of me. Okay, so now what we need to do is, I need to, let me just see what the width of this is. 5 centimetres, so 2.5 is there. Oops. Okay. And then you want the same on this one. It's 5 centimetres, 2.5 is there. And you do the smallest of snicks either side of that line. Like that. And just take that out. And then we'll put those two together. And we do the same thing here. Like that. Just to the centre bit. Pull that out and then they can go together like that. And then all you have to do is to glue these together. So what I'm going to do is hold it like that and just go around the edge. Really quickly and put them like that and let that dry. Then go to these and cut these out. That's the next bit. Just keep that bit because they make nice bricks, all them extra bits. Even these, you can get a brick out of each one of them. You never know where you need a small brick when you're doing miniatures. Now, I do sell furniture that's already pre-cut for you and ready to make up. So if you want to look on the website, on the shop, the link below is below the video. So every video that I make, there'll be a link below it to the shop. And not only do we sell laces, ribbons, braids, bling, jewellery, you know, all the small bits like spacers for stick pins. We even sell the stick pins. Yeah. We sell everything everything we use, we sell. Bead bags, all different things, and it's all really low priced. But good quality. Top quality. We don't sell rubbish. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is to attach the two large discs together like that for strength. That's all it is. I try not to get chipboard. I mean, although I use both thick and thin chipboard, I try not to get chipboard that's you can't use and be flexible with, because I'd rather put two pieces together. And that's what we're doing, is a lip like that, you see. So it's wet, just wet enough for me to move about. That's my table, and then we take this, because now that's dry, and it's level because I've made sure it is. And then we pop that, turn that upside down, and we pop that on the centre bit wherever we think it's centralised. And there you go. There's your little table that you can use. Now you can do that for a dining table and make this longer. It's that bedroom, you know, little side table on a bedroom. They're just so easy to do. So easy. I just hope that's helpful. Where's the settee gone? Where did I put it? Yeah, here we are. So look, that'd be just nice in front of that, wouldn't it? You could even put legs on there behind this to raise that up a little bit. Or make this longer. You know, you can make the ends longer and then still put the bar across the front panel. I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.